Whew, okay. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Joan here, and today's video is going to be me sharing my thoughts and experiences being a YouTuber, being someone who puts myself out there, creating videos like this, and having no idea really who's watching these videos, because it's not like your Instagram story where you can see who actually watches your stories. Here it's just kind of, again, just seeing numbers and seeing how many views and how many likes or dislikes, and unless someone comments down below, then I have no idea if you watch my video, or unless you have told me, hey, I watched your video. And so again, it's really a shot in the dark, just me talking to the camera, but then it's like psychologically you're watching this and it just looks like I'm naturally talking to you directly, but then in reality I'm talking to a camera. And it feels honestly super awkward because I feel that I'm pouring my heart out to my camera. So I am currently using a whole kind of new setup. I'm trying out this new lens. It's a 28mm f4.5, which if you're a photographer or videographer is kind of cringy, because you would want to use a lens that has a lower number just so you could have a blurry background. But I wanted to try out this lens because it's a pancake lens, meaning the lens is much thinner and it doesn't make the camera as heavy to hold or use. And right now it's attached to a arm, not a human arm, but like a arm that's connected to my desk. And then testing out this new microphone that's on the camera instead of having a lav mic that would be attached here. So we'll see how it goes. If this looks good, you can comment down below and let me know, or I might have to reconfigure and think about my whole setup. It's a process, and that's the point of having a journey into putting myself out there again and making video content. And yeah, so I wanted to talk about something that I've always spoken about sometimes when I come across my friends or people who are just curious about what it takes to be a YouTuber, or putting yourself out there and letting the world know about your life, let's say. I don't feel that I put too much of my life online, because I am not that type of person anymore that documents every little thing that I do, because I feel like sometimes it's not necessary. But I do like to still document, let's say, what food I ate, if it looks aesthetically pleasing, or what I am doing if it seems like it's something interesting. But if it's just something that I regularly do, unless I'm trying to hold myself accountable, where I want to have it documented that I'm doing it every single time, then I would document it. But if it's not necessary, then I don't. So again, this vlog, or me talking to you, is going to be my way to help me be accountable into getting back to the routine of creating videos again, because I want to. And it's something that you have to keep doing so you stay consistent, and it will become like muscle memory, where you're just like naturally able to do it. And if I don't do this, then I feel like I will always be back to I'll just stay in this plateau where I'm stuck. And I don't want to be there. I want to improve. I want to continue to get better and feel comfortable talking to the camera. So I wanted to talk about my experiences being someone who puts my life out there to the universe. And it's feels like there's different levels, because there are people who literally naturally just post not every single thing, but they post a lot of what they do, and they don't think about the background, meaning the repercussions or the digital print that they'll leave behind, or they just think that they're just enjoying just posting whatever it is that they want to post, and not even thinking about the audience or whoever it is affecting. And for me, since this is something that I feel is part of my job and what I do, I have mentioned in a previous video that I do think about my actions before I just put it out there. I don't just ramble and talk about whatever, whenever. And for me, I feel that, again, because I don't know who is watching these videos, I think to myself all the time that I hope that these videos encourage people to go out there and feel safe, feel that there's someone out there that is relatable to them, that even if I'm over here and they're over there, that if they feel that they resonate with whatever it is that I'm saying, that they don't feel alone. And the fact that I've been doing this for years, putting out videos, and throughout the years having different people, different strangers, because I actually really don't know them. It's not like they're other YouTubers, they're just other people that will directly message me privately and will tell me, hey, whatever it is that you're saying in the video that I just watched, it resonated with me. I want to let you know, Joan, that you are seen, and I also have been through the same experiences as you, and this is why I still do what I do, because even though I create things because it's literally in my brain, to the point that if anyone who knows me personally, I'm not someone who can just leave it in my brain, or just like leave it on paper, or leave it in my notes app on my phone. I'm someone who wants to execute the vision that I have, whether it's a short film, whether it's a poem or something creative. It could even be a painting. Many people don't even know that I have a background in fine arts before I did photography or videography, and so when they see sketches and things that are not those type of mediums, then they're caught off guard and we're like, hey, like, I didn't know you do this. And again, I always felt like I was raised that I should establish myself as one thing, and then as time has passed, people will always ask like, hey Joan, what it is that you do? And I'm like, I have a lot of things that I do, and I honestly sometimes don't know how to answer that question. And so anyways, going back, there are many times when I feel alone, when I feel that the world or there's no one out there that understands me. And it's incredible when people will reach out and have the confidence, the bravery to say something to me. And it's people who literally are from different countries, different cities, places I've never been to before. And astonishing common factor is that they felt the same thing as I did. And even as, again, years have passed, because I'm human and we all have flaws, we are not perfect, and it's easier said than done to say that, because many times you get so caught up in your head and you're just bringing yourself down, and it's hard to think positively. And you just think again you're just like the only person that's dealing with whatever it is that you're dealing with. And so my whole point is that it's just a really nice feeling when throughout the years, again, I've just met and encountered different people who I felt that I've touched their lives, or they've also have touched mine. And even if I never get to meet the person, the fact that I had that small interaction is still something meaningful and special to me. And especially when they still reach out and they just want to see how I'm doing, I think that's just such a magical, incredible thing. I have to admit though, there are also cons, negative parts to this whole communication, interaction. And that's not even just because I'm a woman. It's just the fact that, yes, there are creepy people. People who just at first make you feel like they have good intentions. Of course, again, like I always think to myself how I can watch a ton of YouTube videos. I can look at a lot of content every day of someone that I don't know, and I just know for some reason, like I don't know them personally, but it's crazy how much information we absorb, and we know so much about a person when they don't even know who we are. And so it's like when you, let's say, go up to that person, if you ever have the opportunity to meet them, and then they're taken aback because they're like, whoa, you know all of this information about me, but I don't even know who you are. And like, hey, that is cool. We get along over, or we have in common similar interests. It's still kind of awkward. And so for me, I try my best to really give my time and effort and be present with whoever reaches out to me. And sometimes I've created very close new friends, and it's also nice that whenever I go travel and it happens that those new friends live in some other places, then I can visit them and vice versa. However, there have been times when people have reached out and it's just not what I thought it would be, or maybe what they thought it would be. And just to be straightforward, there's no like romantic sense to it. It's just the fact that, again, they are just so accustomed to watching the type of person that you put yourself out there online, and then not that you have to put the same persona when they meet you in person, but you can't be not surprised if they're expecting that from you. And so if I'm on the line waiting for my film to get developed and I'm at a film lab and someone approaches me and says, hey, I recognize you, you have a YouTube channel, I'm always telling myself, like, I just want that person to feel that they were happy to meet me. I never want someone to be telling themselves when they walk away, wow, like she's not what she presents herself to be online. And I understand there are many times also that I've read comments and things like that when people say, she seems this way, or she seems that way, or she was like this and then actually she's not like this. And I'm just talking about this because these are things that I actually really encounter and think about. And since I haven't been on YouTube as often this year, for the most part, it's just giving me some insight more of how or what I've dealt with in the past. And I give a lot of credit to people who really just keep going and creating videos and going, like, traveling and meeting new people constantly just so they can just either, I don't want to just say they travel to meet new friends, but like they travel because they are given opportunities to, but at the same time have the benefit that they can meet new people that can impact their lives. And for me, I don't even think about those things. I just create and create and create. And then it's like, if people are like, excuse my language, if they fuck with my stuff, like, then in a good way, then that's cool. But if they don't, it's like, it is what it is. It's not like I force people to like what I do. I just make stuff, and if people like it, then again, it's a nice feeling. And so I get different comments. People are like, how do you do this? How do you talk to a camera? Like, don't you feel awkward? And I'm like, I just keep doing it. I just keep doing it. And it's hard to be on YouTube, I feel like, because I would tell my friends and family that it's one thing when you're talking to people that don't know you personally, and then it's a different story when your actual friends and family are watching these videos from wherever. It could be, for me, like in the Philippines, it could be like in the UAE, it could be in California, it can be in Seattle, it could be in so many different places that I know where people live, and they're watching me because I am not there present or currently. And then of course they're like wondering, what is Joan up to? What has she been doing? And it's one thing if you watch a project of mine, but they don't actually hear me talk. And it's different if you're texting, it's different if you're just writing a story online or sharing some sort of small caption. But like, to hear my voice, to hear what I have to say, to see my face, it's different. It's the closest thing as if we are talking to each other, even though we're not really talking to each other, if that makes sense. And I think we gravitate to watching YouTube videos because we're like, this is the closest I can get to whoever it is that I'm watching. But then in hindsight, they don't know who I am, and I don't know if they'll ever know who I am, but I still want to know whatever it is that they're saying. And I think about this over and over and over again, and yeah, I am astonished by whoever is commenting on the videos and watching these videos still, because again, I haven't made content for almost a year, and even though my friends and family will tell me and remind me like, Joan, there are people who look forward to what you do. And I'm like, who are these people? Because I don't know who they are. And does it matter? Kinda. It would be still nice to connect with the people who are into what I do. It gives me some insight of like what they look forward to. And so these are the things that are in my mind when it comes to interacting with people, and the pros and cons of meeting people that I don't know, but they watch my stuff. And many people have also said that they've came across my YouTube channel because of my Bolex 16mm camera video, which honestly is so hard to believe that it's like been many years now that I created that video, or the Mamiya RZ67 video. True story, that wasn't even my camera, it's my friend's camera, but that video has a lot of views. And for me, again, however way you were able to find this video that you're watching right now, it would be nice to know if you could leave it down in the comments below how you ended up watching this video. It just helps me figure out, and because I'm trying to again be consistent when making video content, and I know I could easily just put on Instagram or TikTok or Reddit or all these other social media platforms, but as of right now, I've just been focusing straight on YouTube because honestly, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to put the same video and promoting it everywhere, and I know that's part of the job if you want to take it seriously to the point that you make it a full-time career. And I'm just learning as I go, and hopefully just hoping that finally, after like I've been on YouTube since like 2015. Like there was a past YouTube channel where I would just literally play guitar and sing covers because that was the thing when YouTube first came out. And then I was literally bullied for doing that, and that's a whole nother story that I could share one day. And then from there I created this channel, which is when I started my film photography journey, let's say. And then since then we are here now, and till now I haven't been monetized. And yes, there are perks where like some brands in the past have been generous enough to say like, hey, we want you to use our equipment or products, and like we want you to endorse it and share it on your channel. But other than that, I really haven't gotten any other benefits other than just like things that happen organically and naturally, and just me being able to have a platform to share what I do. And I think we take it for granted, and just speaking because of the situation at hand, especially in the US, that we are able to share our thoughts and our feelings, and maybe there'll be one day that we don't, or we are not able to. And so that's why I guess that also pushed me now to be like, hey, let me use my platform to just be able to not get monetized per se, but like to be able to speak my mind before I am not able to, because we don't know, every day is a different day. And it's pretty scary that in a field that I work in, which is media, to think that one day that maybe it'll be censored and then restricted and limited to the rest of the world. And I honestly never thought my own country would be a place where I would have to think like that, because we're like the land of the free and all of these patriotic things that we learned since I was younger till now, that has always been like, again, promoted here. It just seems like now everything is going upside down, and yeah, it's just very unfortunate. And again, if you have a platform, you should be using it as much as possible to make a difference. Just because, again, you might think you might not have a lot of impact to many people or to the world, but honestly, even if you make a difference to one person, hopefully that still is a lot than zero. So I'm gonna leave that there. And again, let me know what your thoughts are about this. It might not look as different from the other videos, but it is different. So thank you again for watching. It really, really, really means a lot. And stay tuned till the next video. Sayonara.